limitation to what we can grow at home, from edibles, seasonal vegetables, herbs, then floral plants, foliage, ornamentals. You can easily grow them at home, right? But the ideal situation would be that you try and make a blend of these. Of course, the choice of plants is definitely going to depend upon your uh, area, the zone that you are in. And second, it is going to depend upon your light condition. See, every house has a microclimate, kind of a concept. So according to your house, according to your location, and according to the sun that you get. Now, what you see at the back in my place is a shade garden completely, which does not get any sunlight. So what I do is I try and choose non-flowering plants. I try and choose plants which are low light, something like pothos or ferns or crotons, plants which actually do not take too much of sun. I mean, they actually don't like too much of sun. I mean, they will actually burn out. So those are the kind of choices we can make. So it's about how and where is your place and what kind of light you have. So that is how you make your choices. But ideally, try to make it a biodiverse kind of a garden, like the kind of pollution we have, the kind of food pollution we have. Some amount of edibles, which are easily grown, like the foliage ones, the spinach or the herbs, they're very easy to grow. So it's always good to have a mixed kind of a garden which thrives very beautifully because nature in itself is very biodiverse. You need to walk into a jungle or to walk into a forest. I mean, there are no, it's not like a prim and proper garden, or it is not about one kind of plants on lined up. It's always a mixture. So the mixture concept or the biodiverse concept is always very good for, a home garden also. You may say, I have very little space. But that's okay. All season plants, we call them perennials. Actually, there is a wide variety of plants. Most plants actually are perennials because if they get the right kind of weather and climate, right? So anything from very hardy shrubs like picoma or almanda, bamboo. Now, these kind of plants, they are perennials, and they don't want too much of care. It's not required. All they ask you is, like I said, just a good soil mix. You potted them once, maybe once a year. You will need to do anything, to make them better. Just one year, once a year, you can just add a little manure. Regular watering, of course, is required. So they don't ask too much. Then in foliage plants, the ornamental plants for most of the pan India, because we are a hot country. So most of the tropical varieties of ornamentals, foliage plants like monistra, pothos, then we have peace lily, we have crotons, we have ferns. All these plants, they are perennials. They survive all through the year. They are good greenery and foliage throughout the year. They don't ask for too much, even not for too much of sunlight. The only area probably they will find it hard to thrive in the northern hills, where it is really very cold during the December months. So maybe that's the time when it's not possible for them to. That's the area where it's not possible for them to survive. But most perennials, even if they have a lean period, even if they have a hard time during, say, in NCR, we have a hard time in these ornamental plants in winter, because our winter is also quite severe. We go down to 3 to 4 degrees of temperatures. So, but what will happen is they will be slightly sad and they will be slightly low, but then they will bounce back. The moment you have warm weather back, so they will just bounce back. So you have to be just patient with them. Most of the perennials, they just bounce back. But there will be, I would say, the variation of our weather conditions is so high as compared to the southern part. Southern part is normally very warm. So southern, it doesn't really matter much. I mean, all perennials keep thriving. But in our belt, we have to be a little patient and we have to struggle with the perennials because they will have a problem either in hot months or in colder months. But they revive back, and it's always good to have plant like a hardy plumeria, which is, it doesn't ask for too much. Then we have our Indian champa, chameli. They are very easy to grow. I mean, no rocket science about them at all.